So you want to know how to have God's peace. In today's brief devotional, I'm going to be showing you a great tip that God wants to teach you so that you can use anxiety and no longer be used by anxiety, coming right up.
How beautiful are you, Lord.
Hey there, friends. If this is your first time here, my name is Drew from wordstand.com, where we help you to have real emotional healing, spiritual growth, so you can express yourself for God. So today's tip that will keep you on the path to having less anxiety and more peace is a tip that we can say, choose rejoicing and stop complaining. Now, the Bible's main passage about anxiety and peace is Philippians chapter 4, and in verse 4 it says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice." And so this word for rejoice means to be glad. And if we're to be glad in the Lord, think about the things that you can be glad in the Lord and, again, no longer be complaining, and you'll find that this could be a source of strength in your life. Now, chances are, I believe some of you are going to need to know this sometime either today or very, very soon. You see, many times when you and I have anxiety in our lives, we'll have the tendency to be so stressed in our situation that we can forget that God wants us to be rejoicing in the Lord and not be so stressed in our situation. And you see, so I believe that God wants to use anxiety in your life, that He would teach you how to rejoice in Him no matter what your situation is, and no longer be used by anxiety, but learn to use anxiety as a stepping stone in life and no longer be a stumbling block. And so my one tip for you today is that you would learn to use a situation in your life right now that's causing anxiety and worry as a catalyst to teach and train you to be rejoicing in the Lord and no longer just stressing in the situation. In fact, this tip for you to be rejoicing in the Lord and no longer complaining is so important by God that He actually commands you and I 2 times in this verse. He says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice." You see, folks, it's so important that we remember that when you're getting stressed in your situation, that you need to throw that away, and in that anxiety and fear and worry and frustration, allow your heart and mind to make that choice to simply rejoice in the Lord. And when you forget, remember that God says, "Again, I will say, rejoice." So, beloved brethren, when we're going through the pains in life, let's remember to focus on the person of Jesus Christ. And in conclusion, don't stress out in your situation. Let's remember to rejoice in the Lord. Again, I will say, rejoice. And may the God of peace abundantly bless you, and we'll see you soon.
How beautiful.